Hello, my name is Edward Locke. In this presentation, I will tell you why sanctions against Russia will not succeed. We need a better way to protect American interests. We need to encourage Russia and Ukraine to negotiate. Kicking Russia out of SWIFT could damage Russian economy but would not cause its collapse. In the contrary, kicking Russia out of SWIFT could damage the dominant position of US dollars in international trade. Why? There are several reasons. Number 1. On October 13, 2014, Chinese and Russian central banks signed an agreement on currency exchange, yuan versus ruble. Trade between Russia and China could bypass US dollars. Number 2. China's alternative to SWIFT, renminbi cross-border interbank payment system, serves around 100 countries. Russia could use it for foreign trade. Number 3. The sanctions on energy products from Russia can have various possible consequences. The United States is importing only 8% to 10% of petroleum. The United Kingdom is a large energy producer. Both United States and United Kingdom could afford to impose sanctions. Germany and France import from Russia more than 40% of natural gas and coal, and more than 25% of petroleum. Both countries are opposed to sanctions on energy sources. One of Russia's principal exports is energy. The impact of sanctions without energy is minimal. Number 4. Only the developed Western nations are interested in sanctions. China, the second largest economy, is staunchly opposed to sanctions. Number 5. The sanctions have caused damages to economy in the United States and allied nations, skyrocketed gas prices and cost of food, inflation, danger of global-wide food shortage. Therefore, sanctions against Russia are not sustainable. Russia most likely could survive the sanctions. U.S. sanctions, coupled with strengthening NATO's defense forces, might work to warn Russia not to extend its military campaign beyond the border of Ukraine. But it could not stop Russia from imposing its demands on Ukraine, neutrality and no membership in NATO. Sanctions against Russia is obviously not the best way to protect American interests. Encouraging Russia and Ukraine to negotiate a peaceful settlement could be a better way. Thank you for listening.